Skip, I don't see that. I don't know, and it says he wants out of Houston because he wants a bigger role. Skip, what the hell did he was going to Houston. And everybody, oh, they boys, they grew up right here in Southern California, they know each other.
That's what they said.
Skip, James Harden is a ball-dominant, hell of a ball player. Russell Westbrook is a ball-dominant, hell of a ball player. What the hell did Russ think? Did he think they traded Russ? He must have forgot they traded Chris Paul for him, not Harden for him. So he was going to a situation where these two guys alternated, Skip, with the ball domination and isolation. Basically, they're the same guy. One's left-handed, one's right-handed. Nobody does anything without the ball. Nobody backdoor cut. Nobody. You just, I hold the ball, you come make something happen for me.
And there were nights that worked.
Yes!
Your turn, my turn. You drive it left-handed, I'll drive it right-handed.
And so it's being reported that Russ isn't happy with his role. I don't know what role he thought he was going to have. See, Skip, he wants the role that he had once KD left in OKC. That's the role that he wants. And I don't see a place out there for him like the Knicks. I see the Knicks. But, Skip, when you look around and you look at the team that has championship aspirations, I don't see them saying Russell Westbrook is the missing piece that we need. If he couldn't be the second star, Skip, that's what made KD get up out of OKC.
That was it.
Now he wants to get up out of Houston because he don't want to be second fiddle. And you think he can go to the Clippers and be third fiddle? Skip, I just don't see it. And I think he's a phenomenal player. He's a force of nature. But he needs the ball and he needs to be the lead dog. And if he can't be lead dog, he's not going to be happy because that's what he's been. That's what he tried to be with KD, and it should have worked. They should have won, Skip, even if they didn't win, they should have gone to more than one final. That's too much talent. I mean, KD is a transcendent player. Russell Westbrook is a generational talent. Skip, you got to get more than one finals appearance out of that group. And Russ, Skip, I don't know. I don't see him as a missing piece of a championship team. I just don't. And I'm sorry, I love the way he plays. He plays so hard, Skip. He won't cheat me.
Nope, he will not. I hate to say this because I have rooted for the last 3 years for a Russell Westbrook that I never loved with KD because I was a big KD fan. And it would just drive me out of my mind that Russell had a couple of years in Oklahoma City in which he attempted more shots than Kevin Durant. And yet, there is no way he's going to win a ring. I'm not even sure what his future in this league is right now because he has proven beyond a shadow of a doubt he's nothing but a solo star who's actually more of a solo act.
Correct.
In what is still a team sport.
Right.
Why do I respect your man LeBron the most is because he does realize it is a team sport.
It is.
And he will share the basketball when it's time to share it. At all the right times, except in the big moments.
Sometimes if people believe he shares it too much.
Too much. But again, he understands the team concept.
Right.
That's the biggest difference between LeBron James and Russell Westbrook. And you're right. Nobody plays harder than Russ does. But he's mostly playing for Russ, not for the team and not for the scoreboard. He's playing for statistics. So for 3 straight years in Oklahoma City, he pulled off a feat that I would have thought impossible.
Never.
3 straight triple-doubles he averaged over 3 straight seasons. It's impossibly great.
Possible.
And what did it contribute to winning? Nothing.
First round exit?
3 straight first-round exits. They exited to first round to the Rockets in 5, and then to the Jazz in 6, and then back to the Blazers, which was the Dame shot. Yeah. And the...
Bye-bye.
Yeah. So those are 3 straight, and you didn't even get it to 1 Game 7. That's what you had to show for 3 straight triple-doubles. Your records were not bad. You were the 6th seed, the 4th seed, and the 6th seed. It was okay. You did make the playoffs. So I'll give you that. Just by sheer force of will, you lifted your team into the playoffs. But you're not 7 feet tall, or like you're not 6'9" like LeBron. You're 6'3". And you play so hard that your shelf life is going to be a little shorter than most, to me. I want to say happy birthday to Russell Westbrook because today is his birthday. He turns, way to go, Russ, 32 years of age. I'm here to suggest he's an old 32 in this league because he plays so hard and he's high collision at the rim and he's soaring and coming down on knees that have been scoped.
Yes.
He's had knee issues on both sides. Well, how much longer can you get this Russ out of Russ? You know, how much longer can you get the triple-double Russ out of him? I don't know. I was so happy for him with James because, to your point, they grew up together, played AAU ball against each other, and it seemed like they liked and respected each other enough they would sacrifice, and they both sacrificed.
Yes.
And I look at...
Well, James didn't really sacrifice because he still averaged 36 a night.
But I thought
he might have averaged 40.
I thought he deferred on given nights to Russ. I thought they did a pretty nice job of you go, I go. You go, I go.
Well, Skip, not to cut you off, but maybe that's the problem. Maybe he missed those triple doubles because they didn't come with the regularity that they had in OKC.
Well, they did not. So he averaged last year 27, 8, and 7. So 27's fine. And by the way, he shot 47% from the floor, which was a career high. So that's pretty good.
But Skip, those are good numbers.
They're good unless you went 3 straight years averaging a triple-double.
You just came up averaging triple doubles. They not good.
They're not good, and you don't have anything to show for them in the postseason.
Right.
And you're still a liability as a distance shooter or a free throw shooter. He shot in the regular season 26% from three. That won't work. And it got worse in the playoffs, 24% from
Skip,
three.
that's why it didn't make sense for me. Daryl Morey is a guy that wants three guys. He wants guys that can shoot the three. Well, I was like, okay, well, why are you trading for Russ? Russ can't shoot the three. He'll have a hot night, Skip, where he makes 7, 8 of those. And then he'll follow that up by 10 games. He'll make 3 threes in those 10 games.
Yep.
So it made no sense for me, but, you know, reading around like, okay, this is what the owner wanted, not Daryl Morey, because it didn't fit for what he was actually trying to do.
It just fit in star power.
Yes.
You say, we have 2 superstars.
Right.
And they like each other. So if they can play off each other, you're going to have a hard time defending both of them.
Correct.
And many nights I thought it worked, but it didn't pay off for it.
Right.
And by the way, remember, Russ is also a liability at the free throw line. So he can't shoot threes, and he can't make, in the regular season, he shot 70%, which is okay, but then it fell to 53% in the postseason when it counted.
Right.
Okay, so he's your point guard, and he can't shoot threes, and he can't make free throws at any high rate.
And Skip, you know, you hear this about, you know, they had a losing streak, and, you know, Russ called a team meeting, and he says, okay, this is what I need to do better, and I need to do this. He says, okay, this is what you need to do better. And when it came to James Harden wasn't that receptive. James, well, first of all, I'm the team leader. If anybody's going to call a team meeting, it's going to be me.
Okay, that is true. I got it. So how did he become Mr. Triple-Double in Oklahoma City? Well, it was by default.
Right.
Because at one point, as you well know, 2012, he's playing alongside two other players who are going to be MVPs in the league.
Right.
Kevin Durant, James Harden are there.
Right.
James is coming off the bench. Well, then, obviously, James goes because that was just going to happen. They got cheap, and that really disappointed me in that ownership group. But the point was, then Kevin finally said, that's enough. And again, guy very close to Kevin told me, and I think I was the first to report it on ESPN at that point, that Kevin finally decided, I will never win a championship with him as our primary decision maker.
Right.
Because Russ dribbled it up every time.
Right.
And then Russ could decide, I think it's my turn.
Right.
Or Kevin would end up just standing over on the wing like this and get the ball lobbed to him, and then, oh, I got to just create something. He didn't love playing with him. I think he likes him fine off the court, although then they fell completely apart once, obviously, Kevin left.
Yeah.
But the point is that those two one got traded, one left, and it just left Russ as the solo star, and he frankly loved it.
Right.
I think that was the happiest he's ever been.
Yes. And plus, they also had Serge Ibaka, who led the league in blocks, who was a nice player.
Did.
Skip, the thing was that KD's like, I don't really need the ball to score a bunch of points. That doesn't mean I don't want it. I mean, you are the hog. I mean, and so we can understand, okay, both of them wanted that. KD wanted to go win a title. Russ wanted to run it on his team. I think it worked out for Russ because Russ showed, I can be a leader. I can be a solo act. I can be one of these, a top 5, top 6 player in the NBA. KD showed love. Y'all know what I am. I just need to get some rings to validate what I am, what you think I am.
That is
he
correct.
did that. But, Skip, when I look at Russ, Skip, what they gave up to get Russ, they traded Chris Paul and 2 first-round draft picks. You're not getting that back for him. And so basically, you're going to have to find somebody with another bad contract. Now, there's a guy that's in Washington. Now,